Yeah, hit the likes and subs. Oh, yeah, they're in full coat mode right now. That's right. Right now.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're all having a great Valentine's Day. I guess that's what day it is today. I did all my Valentine's things Friday. So I don't do it on the day they tell you to do it. That's just not how I live my life. I saw a couple icons, a couple legends in the chat. Shout out Brian M, Joe Moore, some asshole. I just timed out. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't need your negativity saying my music sucks. I don't give a fuck what you think. This show's for me, dude. This music's for me. So you don't like it, kick rocks, dude. Fuck you. I don't want you here. Let's go. Rat Adventures, Jason Scholl, Tropes, Daninsky. God bless you all. Michael, Gabriel, Fortino. Ooh, good crowd. God bless you all. Thank you for spending some time with me. I was thinking about the title of the stream, Goy Wars, and I feel like I'd heard it somewhere else. I don't know if I have. But it just seems appropriate for today's day and age. That's what I feel like everything is right now, dude. It's goy on goy violence, and it's the perfect recipe, dude. I think about these ICE riots. I think about Democrats, Republicans. I think about all these issues, dude, and it's brilliant. It's really brilliant, dude. Why would you? Why would you do anything else besides make these goys fight each other endlessly and destabilize them? You know what I mean? Destabilize them, make them fight each other. And I think when the Goy Wars end, maybe we'll reach utopia, but I don't know if that's possible, man. It's just goy on goy violence, perpetual, and everyone participates in the Goy Wars. Is kind of what I realized. It's mandatory participation. Shit. Fuck that word. What am I, Candace Owens? Fuck me, dude. Someone sound it out in the chat, please. Somebody sound out Somebody sound out that word, dude. I just can't say it right now. Precipitation? What the fuck am I saying? Oh, well, who gives a shit? Fuck, how do you say that word? Someone sound it out, dude. Someone sound out. What is it, dude? I got to say it right. Shit, dude. Precipitation. Fuck. Whatever, dude. It's mandatory. Everyone's got to participate. That's an easier word. We all gotta be involved in the Goy Wars. And picking sides, you don't need to pick a side. You just have a side, dude. No matter what, there's whatever your view is, there's a side for it, and you're on that side. And the war is endless. It's an endless war between you and other Goys. And you're really kind of being designed and indoctrinated to dislike each other, to dislike yourself if you're white primarily. But participation, thank you. That's much better. Will you be my Palestine? Yeah. Happy birthday. You name dox me again. May your wife treat you well today. Thank you. Jesus Christ. It's not even my birthday, dude. Why are people saying it's my birthday? Where's my wrench? Dude, come in here begging for a wrench again, dude. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Name doxing me. Who gives a shit? But you know what I mean? I try to relax sometimes with my wife. We'll turn on a show. We don't watch too much show. We don't watch TV at all. Maybe like every now and then. And there's an actor I like. What's his name? Walter Goggins. I like Walter Goggins. I think he's hilarious. I like him in Righteous Gemstones and a few other shows he's been in. Liked him in Fallout. And there was this show called White Lotus. Never seen it before. And I just started on season 3. And watching the show, dude, it's amazing how the characters in the show are supposed to make you feel a certain way about people. The only cool person in the show is a fat black lady. She's the only nice one, centered, down to earth. The white family is arrogant, unwholesome, irreverent. Essentially, they unlikable. You know what I mean? And then there's some white women who are all friends, and you come to find out they're all unlikable. And it's just amazing the propaganda I watch. I got this. I call it the Wyatt Stagg filter on. I'm always looking for this shit now, and it's not even hard to look for. It's just right in your face. This anti-white propaganda. But that's part of it, dude. That's part of it. It's part of the Goy Wars, dude. Making you not like your own race, devaluing your own race, valuating others at a higher place. Like this black lady in the movie, like, wow, she's so nice, she's so cool. And the bad guy in the show is, of course, a white government official who's bald, who killed his wife, threw her off a boat. Shitty propaganda, but compelling story. Compelling story. And I'm thinking to myself, who wrote this shitty show? Not a Jew. I looked up this guy. He's a gay guy. He's a gay guy. But, well, he's in his Wikipedia, he's bisexual. But that just means gay. So, like, of course a gay guy wrote this show. Terrible. But it is what it is. I name doctor you every time until I get my wrench back. Well, I don't like people who beg. I don't like that behavior, dude. It's not my turn. It's not my birthday either. So, thanks for the birthday wishes, but it is not my birthday. So, but that's nice of you guys for wishing me a happy birthday. Very kind. But in the Goy Wars, that's just what we live in every day. Perpetual fighting, infighting, propaganda war. And I wonder what's the purpose, dude? I think the purpose is this, dude. It reminds me of the movie Ants, or maybe it's Bug's Life, some shitty kids animation movie, where all the ants, they work hard for the grasshoppers, blah, blah, blah. If all the ants realized who the real bad guy is, then they'd get together and they'd fix the fucking problem. And that's the last thing they want us to do. The last thing they want us to do is to somehow make a bridge with these radical leftists and work together. But it's almost impossible to work with radical leftists. You know what I mean? Imagine compromising on transgenderism. I think that's impossible. They're insane. Or imagine compromising on the fact that these people, they're the modern day plantation owners. They want their wage slave labor. They prefer, Jose DoorDashes them their Wingstop or whatever the fuck they eat. They prefer their wage slaves, their cheap labor, their shitty new houses that are being built poorly on Modelo. Is this crypto alchemist that dude who keeps jars of his pee in his kitchen and calls it science? Something like that, dude. I think it's a little more elevated than pee. I wonder if he does have a pee jar. He's experimented on it. That's a good question for him. Alchemical piss. I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he's tried it. If he's tried putting pee in a jar and experimenting on it. For science, of course. But anyways, Goy Wars. It's the world we live in. Participation. I feel like I'm saying perspiration or some other fucking stupid word. Participation is necessary. And everyone's involved, dude. That's what social media is. It's you have to be involved. You have to take sides. And if you're silent, then silence is violence, and we know what side you stand on. Are you gonna post a Black Lives Matter profile pic? Are you going to denounce ICE? Denounce ICE, please denounce them. And all these, it's just a wacky world we live in. People are so radicalized on both sides. And I want to be radicalized, but not really. Not like these other people are patrolling their streets. That's what they do in Minnesota. They patrol their streets. They do license plate checks. They're trying to stop the Gestapo, but they've become the fucking Gestapo. They've become what they hate. It's amazing how people do that too. They become what they hate. Or what they oppose. Like you oppose something long enough, you eventually become it. That's what these people are, dude. Then we got the Epstein files. Of course, the Goys got to fight over that, dude. We got to fight over the Epstein files, which makes sense, I suppose. We got to release the names. I saw this crazy clip. What's her name? Pam Bondi. She was talking about the Epstein files, and I really liked this clip, dude. I wish it was somebody would turn it into a song of sorts. I was like, this would be a good song. Was it the Dow Jones? Yeah, Dow Jones. Oh, somebody might have?
How many perpetrators are you eating?
Oh, somebody's already way ahead of me. I wonder if this is the right clip. I was thinking like this should be remixed. So I don't know if this is a good remix.
How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted? How many perpetrators are you even? The Dow right now.
It's awful. I don't even know why people make music. Get another hobby. Just give me the original. It sounds better a cappella. Anyway, she says the Dow Jones is at 50,000 or whatever. I don't even know these terms. But the Dow is high. So why are we worried about the Epstein files? Why are we worried about that? And I was thinking, and I saw some people's takes on it. Why does she even bring up the Dow Jones, dude? Why does she even bring up the Dow Jones? What the fuck does that matter? There's human trafficking going on. And worse than human trafficking. Ooh. But maybe the Dow Jones is at an all-time high because these names in the Epstein files, if they were put out, then the economy would collapse. And I'm here to say, collapse the fucking thing. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Clean. Isn't it funny? Like Donald Trump, we're going to drain the swamp. Fuck you are, dude. You're not draining shit, dude. Release the names, collapse the economy. But his ego, I think Donald Trump's got a big ego. He's like, I got to have a good economy. Got to have the best economy. Like, fuck the economy right now, dude. But, you lose on two fronts. You release all the names, economy craters. We got midterms coming up. Democrats, maybe he thinks Republicans can win the midterms and he can release the names after that. I don't know what the fuck they think, dude. Way too advanced for me. But I wouldn't mind if the economy collapsed for the sake of releasing the Epstein file names. That'd be fine with me. That'd be fine. I mean, it's like, fuck, it's not even a real economy, is it? What does it even mean if the economy collapsed too? What would that entail? What are the consequences of that? I don't understand. Are people going to lose their jobs? How many jobs are we going to lose? If we lose all these jobs, does that make more sense to kick all these illegal immigrants out? Are people going to start moving back once they realize we got a shitty economy? There's no more jobs. And what are they going to do, man? What are they going to do? Super chat at $500. That's a big deal. And of course, like Trope said,
Let's get this money.
Let's get this money, baby. Thank you. Very kind. What's up, London man? Crypto icon alchemist. We got David James Flood. He says, howdy, bigots. Yeah, bigots. Of course. That's what you got to be, I guess. Thank you very much for that super chat. Maybe people who swear an oath to uphold the Constitution should at least read the Constitution. That'd be nice. It'd be very convenient. What's up, Snafu Crew Strike Team? Hopefully you're doing better. What's up, Blood Logos? The Philosopher's Stone is P. That's crazy. Are you serious about that? That's wild. What's up, Fredo Fonzarelli? I think I already said hi to you. What's up, EBT? He's off his libtard arc. He's back to regular old EBT. That's good to see. The economy is cooked already. 150 trillion in debt when you include the unfunded Social Security liabilities. Exactly. So just crash it. Who gives a shit? Bro, that's definitely big talk for someone who uses electricity. I mean, everybody uses electricity, right? And I'd be okay if I didn't have electricity. I'd be fine for a while. I'm not a survivalist, sir, but I think I'd be okay for a while. Of course, if it got bad enough, I'd be fucked, and so would everybody else. But it's the world we live in, dude. I think I live in a safe enough area where people would band together. They'd work together to solve the problems. But maybe they wouldn't. Maybe the time has passed for Utah as a collective to have a homogenous culture where people support each other. But I don't know. Are you saying if the economy collapsed, the electricity would go out? Is that what you're inferring? I don't know what you're inferring, to be honest, Snafu Crew. I'm not talking about a pole shift or anything. I'm just saying if the economy collapsed. Why would the electricity go off if the economy collapsed? That makes no sense. Maybe we're just not talking about the same things. 20 minutes in. This is a lot harder than I thought. I'm already over with my bit. Shit. I don't really have much else to talk about. What else is there? What do you guys want to talk about? Grid down, optics, yes. You saying the grid goes down if the economy goes down? I guess that's possible. I haven't really looked into it. Maybe you're right on some level. I haven't looked into it myself, dude. I have years of canned and dry food. I do also have prepared food for the apocalypse, sir. Like a devout Latter-day Saint, I got my food supply, which probably has now 20 years left. I don't know. I haven't opened it, period. I haven't looked at the expiration dates, but it's probably still good. 20 years after it's expired. What else is there, man? What else is going on in the world? I don't know. The Olympics are dumb and boring. Sports ball is over. Really nothing to talk about. YouTube already red flagged the word wang half with my comments are being prevented. Oh, dang, no way. YouTube's like, no, we can't have wang half. I also live an hour's drive away from a stoplight. I'm so safe and ready. Yeah, that's convenient. An hour away from a stoplight. That's just crazy. What kind of life is that? That's just nice. You basically live in the Shire. Nice, peaceful, and quiet. The eugenics AI baby farms were released in raw Epstein files. That's wild. AI baby farms. Stack gold, silver, ammo, food, and go to church. Amen, David James. Amen. Crazy world, dude. I was looking at, what was I looking at, man? I was looking at local news. We had a crazy local news story. Of course, dude, it's Utah. What kind of, you think we don't have, we have crazy local news. Where the hell is it though? Can I get the article? Man, first of all, it's an illegal immigrant. I can show you guys the article, but my local news pisses me the fuck off. Holy shit. Man. It's not a Utah man, but it's definitely a man. A man. An illegal immigrant. A man. With sword entered random. Just at random. West Valley home. Injured residents, police say. Man with sword. What the hell is this? Game of Thrones? Shit. Imagine that. You're just like having dinner with your family. You got some nice goy slop. McDonald's in here. Boom, boom, boom. Guy kicks down your front door, standing there with a sword. What do? Of course, if you're an American, you would gun him down. But this guy's an illegal immigrant, just so we're all clear. A man, again, they repeat it, a man, an illegal immigrant who happens to be a man, police say, may have been under the influence of drugs. Oh, no. Was arrested for allegedly entering a random home with a sword and injuring 2 people. Martin R. Espino Camacho, as soon as you get 4 names, you know it's over, was booked into the Salt Lake County Jail on Tuesday for investigation of aggravated burglary. He's a burglar. Aggravated assault causing property damage, public intoxication, and assault. Police say Camacho entered a home at random on Tuesday through an unlocked door. Ooh, lock your doors, folks. This isn't Utah like it used to be. Keep your doors locked. Keep them locked. It didn't used to be like that, but we have 500,000 illegal immigrants here, so things have changed. So he came in through an unlocked door, was holding a large katana sword. Those are dangerous. While advancing toward the resident was successful in disarming the arrested party and used physical force to take him down to the ground. The arrested party began assaulting the resident, causing scratch marks on their chest, and also assaulted another resident by kicking them in their chest, causing minor injury, according to a police booking affidavit. The residents held Camacho down until police arrived and took him into custody. Officers say he appeared to be under the influence of a controlled substance due to making statements about himself being dead, and also stating that his head was off and stating his head was on all 8 dimensions. Damn, I didn't confirmed 8 dimensions right there. Boom. I always wondered how many damn dimensions there were, dude. There's 8 of them, and this guy's head is in all of them. That's crazy. What kind of drugs this guy on? His head's in all 8 dimensions. Holy shit, that's got to be a bad trip. Very bad trip. Get out of my country, though. Do your drugs somewhere else, please. Holy shit. Ooh, who brought him the drugs, too? What are these drugs? Maybe bath salts. Remember when people were doing bath salts? Why'd they even call them bath salts? I don't know what they were. King and Stephen David are doing real content right now. I know, they're at the... What are they doing? They're at the Hoover Dam. Is that what they're at? They're at the dang old Hoover Dam. So, you know, and here's the police say the injuries. This is the worst part about the article. Police say the injuries to the residents were superficial. Superficial injuries. Not even really hurt. And anyways, this man, a man arrested. An illegal man. Who knows where he's from. So that's my local news. Thanks for checking in. Glad I could update you guys. Probably some more local news. None as good as that, though. I'll tell you that much. That's the best local news we've had. This one doesn't look good. Bad news. Anything else? West Valley man banned from Granite Schools charged with child kidnapping. Ugh. This guy ain't from Utah either. What the hell's happening to my state? Where's this guy from? I don't know. No, could be. He could be an American. I don't know. Tui Hulong, 31. A West Valley man. This guy's a West Valley man, who prosecutors say has been preying on elementary school children for the past couple of years. Holy shit. They got a known predator, dude. They just let him roam the streets. Yeah, we know about this guy. He's been preying on kids. Just can't do anything about him right now. We gotta let him capture one first. What the hell? Why can't they just lock people like this up? They're a known child predator, and they're just like, oh yeah, we know about him. He preys on children, but so far he hasn't done anything yet. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Who prosecutors say has been preying on elementary school children for the past couple of years. Oh, wow. Finally, he's now facing kidnapping charges. Tui Hulong, 31, was charged Friday in 3rd District Court with 2 counts of child kidnapping, a first-degree felony. The defendant in this matter has been preying upon minor children since at least 2024, according to law enforcement databases. The defendant has used multiple online games. Ooh, get your kids off games. And social media accounts. Ooh, get your kids off those too. To interact with minor children, according to charging documents. The defendant is befriending, grooming, and stalking minor boys by giving them expensive gifts such as iPhone 17s and computers to be able to communicate with them. Since October 2024, the defendant has been identified in 15 separate police reports regarding these interactions. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know why they can't just lock him up forever. I guess he's an American. Tui Hulong. He must be an American. I don't know how he got to Utah, though. Just deport his ass. back to the state he came from. He's not. I don't think he's from Utah. The latest police involvement came on February 5th when police say Luong was spotted with an elementary school-age child in his car. Holy shit. Luong had already been banned from all Granite School District properties at that point. Holy shit. For giving children phones, attempting to check kids out of school without authorization, and meeting children without parental permission. All of these should be straight to jail. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, what is he getting? Slaps on the wrist? Like, too long. What is going on here? What's going on, dude? This is depressing, actually. When the officer spotted it, if I lived in this neighborhood and I saw this kid, my guy, I'd get in trouble. I'd beat the shit out of him. In Minecraft, I would. Oh, I don't know how any parents are, you know what I mean? What's going on here? What's going on with our government? This is crazy. When the officer spotted a child in his vehicle near an elementary school on this day, the officer began to follow him and eventually pulled him over. When he was questioned about who was in his vehicle, Luong said, "Nobody." Nobody in here, officer. I don't know what you're talking about. Luong gave the officer consent to look in his rear hatch, and when he did, he observed an 8-year-old boy squatting in the back. When the officer asked why the boy was in the car, Luong told him that he didn't know. Luong was taken into custody, and police learned that Luong did not have permission to contact the boy and was previously told by the boy's mother to stay away from him. Ooh, what's this 8-year-old boy doing? The charges state. The mother told investigators that Luong offered to buy him a computer for his birthday. Disgusting. And believes that Luong has dropped off gifts to her son at their home. Oh my gosh. She said that she received a text message from Luong's phone number, but he identified himself as one of the boy's friends, letting her know that there was a Christmas gift for him at her door, according to the charges. When interviewed by police, the boy said that he and his friends stay home when they see Luong. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Who gives a shit, though? The charges say on that day, Luong was stopped by police. The boy claimed that Luong was waiting for another boy at the bus stop. The boy said that Luong told him that he is his godfather, and they have taken photos together. The school principal told police that she became familiar with Luong when he began showing up at the school with reasons to interact with children. She described that he provided a bike to one student, then showed up and requested the bike he returned. Am I reading that right? The charges state, another time Luong was observed giving children candy after school let out. She said after Luong was trespassed, he would go to a nearby gas station and would send middle school age kids over to the school to find 3 specific boys to tell them to meet him at the gas station. And so this happened in West Valley City. So if you don't know about Utah, West Valley City used to be predominantly white, obviously, and in 1960s. So in the 1960s, West Valley City used to be about like 96% white. And today, West Valley City is maybe 25 to 30% white. So that whole city, the second largest city in Utah, has been replaced. It's been completely replaced by minorities. So go figure. But tragic local news. Glad they arrested him before he could do any real harm. Maybe he has done harm. We'll find out more. But lock him up forever. Oh, what's up, Myron Chuck? Appreciate you stopping by. There's a lot of chat there. Provo Fresh, do you want me to comment on the current legal case between Jeremy Peterson and the Thorpes? I don't know if I want to be a part of that, but it sounds. I hope Jeremy. I don't know who's suing who, or what's the legal troubles. I shouldn't ask the question. The Thorpes are what a tangled web. Whoever's the victim of that, there's always a victim. I hope they get their recompense. I shouldn't try to say words I can't pronounce. Recompenses? Is that the word? Yeah, that's not going to be good for your social credit score. Mateo, good to see you, man. Thanks for reminding me, Mateo. I was about to say for the record, I love the Jewish people. Yeah, on record, Jewish people are great. Love the Jews. Yep, that's the guy. That's been doing it for a long time. We've known about him. That is horrifying. Why are people like that? I don't know, Soft Chakras. Thank you for stopping by, though. They should have locked him up the first time. What's up, Christ is King? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. The punctuation is crazy in this article. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm illiterate. Looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a strange article. I think they have AI write up a lot of things now. But that's my local news. So, you know, we got, I could see if there's anything else. But, ooh, I don't want to read that local news. Ooh, Utah sucks. Here's one. This is from yesterday. Looks like they got the title of the Utah news. Mexican man. A Mexican man indicted in $1 million Utah Ponzi scheme. I don't know if I want to keep reading all these articles, but oh boy. A federal indictment unsealed this month charges a Mexican man with defrauding investors in a $1 million Ponzi scheme in Utah. Christian Montiel Caliat, 45, was living in West Valley City. I told you, West Valley, dude. That's where all the immigrants move here. If ICE came to Utah, they would just have to circle around one. We could just point it on a map. They all live there. Bang, go get them. West Valley. It's a terrible place now, dude. Terrible crime. Don't ever go to West Valley City. Stay away. Stay far away from West Valley City. It's actually really sad. He is accused of fraud. Oh, no, I'm not going to read that whole article. It's not a lot, but anyways, Mexican man. Anything else? Anything interesting? Just stupid news. This seems like the dumbest. I don't know. I haven't watched this. I don't know anything about this. Seems awful.
Figure skating and ice dancing, they're some of the most popular events to watch during the Olympics. And if Team USA seems especially confident right now, they can thank, in part, a Salt Lake City choreographer. Whether rehearsing moves with the quad god,
I'm Alyssa Liu.
or coaching skating star Alyssa Liu about confidence,
Your elbow right in front of your face.
Salt Lake's Randy Strong is helping Team USA skaters and pairs prepare for the Olympics.
Because I don't skate, I don't know anything about the blades and the steps that they.
Why would you have someone who knows fucking nothing about skating choreograph for you? Holy shit. Because, you know, this is DEI. I don't know if this is normal. I have no clue about skating. Choreographer. I would never. She probably has ideas and like, well, you can't really do that wearing skates. Just think it's silly. I've never skated before. Let me hear that again.
I don't know anything about the blades and the steps that they actually do on the ice. So what I focus on is everything up here. It's the presentation, it's how you hold your body.
And she says it's that texture and nuance that can mean the difference between.
Dude, I hate the Olympics. I hate this even more. What a dumb idea. Whose idea was this? Anyways, what's up, Mr. Talcott? How you doing, Talcott? I'm always surprised you come here, Talcott. I don't know what you come here for.
Silver and gold.
You might forget what someone does or the costume they wear or the music they skate to, but you'll never forget what they made you feel when you watch it. And I think that can be the differentiator. So one thing that I work on with Ilya a lot is finishing his lines, right? Finishing an extension, finishing the picture. So I can hit a line like this, or I can hit a line like that. And it automatically just...
This is mental illness. Holy smokes. How much does she get paid? And this is crazy.
Finishing the picture.
Hold on.
So I can hit a line like this, or I can hit a line like that. And it automatically just finishes the line. The biggest thing that I have with him is his eye contact. Where are you looking? And if you watch a performance and you see wandering eyeballs, and they're never really focused, or if you watch someone and they are just, bam, that's where I'm looking.
She shows other subtle body movements that become obvious when you see them.
So not this, but that.
She's had those moments while watching a meet and realizing she knows that move.
You know, this lady went to school to learn not this, this. Oh, no. Imagine, like, whoa. This is crazy, dude. People, I don't know. It's a good job. She must get paid well.
Whoever I'm sitting next to, I'm like, I did. So it's really cool to see.
And she hopes these subtle lessons.
And imagine taking credit for someone else's accomplishments. Like, I did that. You didn't do shit. Like, you let people have their time to shine. Oh, that's like with the worst thing about teachers. When teachers want to take credit for what the students learn, like, oh, I did that. I taught them that. No, the fucking student taught themselves that. You were just giving them the material to learn. This ego, this lady's ego. Jack Talcott, you got to fix her ego.
Contribute to winning performances.
Is Ilya Malinin. He's a huge star at the Olympics right now. He's crushing it, and he can really tap in and make you, like, just love ice skating.
Jack Talcott says, in a passive-aggressive... Jack Talcott, you need to work, on your own self. Come at me passive-aggressively. Such a warm welcome. I truly feel the love, Bravo, and all. Dude, I told you I don't want you here. You still show up. So I don't give a fuck what you do, dude. I don't like you, Mr. Talcott. I don't, dude. I think I don't want to talk, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I think you need help. We've had this conversation before. So don't be surprised when you come in here and I feel the same way I did before. But, yeah, hopefully you're doing well on Valentine's Day, Mr. Talcott. God bless you. Hopefully your life's getting better. Anyways, that's local news. Thanks for checking in, everybody, with that local news stuff. I don't know why you do come here, Mr. Talcott. Mr. Talcott. You're trying to change the world, dude. I am not. I'm just here to have a good time. All right. I thought this was interesting. And I don't know why America doesn't, like, we have like the best resource God could ever give a nation. We have Amish people. You know what I mean? We have Amish people. And look what they can do. Look what these Amish people can do. This Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. In the rain, mind you. Friday. Must have took Thursday off. Or did I miss it? And then what about Saturday? 5 days. Anyways, I want to see it completed. Maybe that's their job, is just framing it. I have no clue. But we need to just start contracting Amish people all across the country. We need to, what is it called? Nationalize them. We don't need third world immigrants to build stuff. We should just contract the Amish to build everything in America. Let's make the Amish ultra rich. That's like one group of people where if they got all the money, I feel like that life would be fine. I don't think they'd do anything terrible with the money. But I think, we need to give Amish people more opportunities. We need to help them take over the American building industry, all this housing crisis. Well, let's just have Amish people build it, damn it. They need more opportunities. So I'm pro Amish, dude. I want to see the Amish take over America. And I want to see America invest in its own people. You know, these Amish can build things. What is it, a barn in 5 days? That's crazy. We just need them to build houses, simple houses, not complex, you know. Just houses all across America. That's what I'd like to see the Amish take over. I think they do the world good. Let's check it with chat real quick, dude. How you guys doing? What are you guys saying? I thought cranes and stuff were against the rules. Good point. Maybe they have a non-Amish guy work at the cranes. Probably they contract that out. That's a good question, though. What's up, Slow Boy Whiteboard? Please, no links. I'm not doing this for money. What inspired this stream? Good question. The stream was titled Goy Wars. Is it just a thought I had in my head? How the powers that be, you know who they be. They just, you know, how do they rule the world? They just implement Goy Wars. They make us fight each other endlessly. And that's how really you take over the world. So you make the underlings fight each other. Endless Goy Wars. Perpetual Goy Wars, dude. You got to fight about immigration. You got to fight about ICE. You got to fight about transgenderism. You got to fight about, shit. What else do they want us to fight about? Race. They definitely want you to fight about race. Black and white relations. They love that. What else do they want you to fight about? Oh, vaccines. They want you to fight about that. There's got to be more. What do they want us to fight about? Media, entertainment, probably. You know, constant battles. Just constant battles, man. That's what inspired me. It was just the thought. Title, Goy Wars. Good question. Thank you for that, Radio Foreman. God bless you. Hopefully you're doing well. Amish are the only white demographic above replacement fertility rates. Damn, slow boy. It's hard to hear. Depends which group they are. I forget the names, but some permit the use of motorized mechanical devices. Others don't. Well, we need to unionize all these Amish people. We need to band them together. But slow boy whiteboard must be fed boy whiteboard because they know exactly what video I got lined up. Because replacement levels. Why do they bring these immigrants in? Lots of reasons, but they've been programming millennials and Gen Xers for a long time to be dinks, dual income, no kids, and, kind of using propaganda and just creating a structured environment in the world we live in where it seems economically unfeasible to have children. They definitely want you to think about that, if you're going to have kids, just to put it into your mind how much money it's going to cost and what it's going to take away from you. Think about all the things it'll take away from you if you have kids. So they use that propaganda endlessly, those bastards. But they do that. And so then, this guy's got a different take. And first of all, I don't like the way he looks.
Here, look, I'm 30 years old. Not one of my friends has children.
Okay, 30 years old, not one of his friends have children. Well, I know where you live. You live in Portland. You live in Seattle. You live in someplace in California, LA. I don't know. You definitely don't live in the middle of America saying shit like that. He's not from Utah. Nobody from Utah would ever. You could never say that sentence out loud. I'll wind it back so you can hear it again.
Here, look, I'm 30 years old. Not one of my friends has children. Zero. No one. No one's having kids. Do you know how hard you need to abuse a mammal to make?
No one's having kids. This guy's just retarded. Lots of people are having kids. Maybe not as many kids as they should have. He just dives into his arguments, This guy's insufferable. I don't know how he got invited to this table he's at. He's stealing your style, Provo. That's the worst part about it, dude. The unmanicured hippie look. I sometimes don't like that I look like a hippie. I look like a female from, if you see me from the back, look like a woman because I got such beautiful hair. My hair is much nicer than this man's.
Them not have children. Like, look, GDP goes up. People have a lot of have enough food, you know, and whatever. No one's having kids, and this is across the world. This is across both the West, the East, you know, everywhere it's happening. So why do I not have kids? And the answer to that is I don't really know. This is the weird thing. So there's a thing that happens, especially with younger like even younger than me. Like the kids are like 18 to.
Dude, this guy, I don't know how many milligrams of Adderall this guy's on. It's weird when someone gets on Adderall, their speech pattern and everything, it's like it opens up an avenue for demonic possession where they all kind of just sound the same. I don't know the correct terms, but the rate at which they speak, ding, 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 and everything. This guy's like a destiny maxer.
There's a huge problem where they don't dance. No one dances. They go to clubs and they don't dance. Yeah. Why is this? Because you get recorded. Yeah. If you're an 18-year-old kid, you go to a club, you get recorded. If you approach a girl and you mess it up, you get recorded. Everything is the panopticon now. Yeah. So if you had to ask me why, my answer is technology. My answer is social media. My answer is AI. My answer is algorithms.
Right. The answer for the reason why he doesn't have kids and a woman who loves him, it's everything. This is I hate people like this. I hate people like this. Everything else, you know, there's no accountability. It's all external. The reason the way I am is because of all the things that are outside of me. There's no accountability here. This guy has zero accountability. Zero accountability. Probably has shitty social skills. Probably, you know, doesn't want to approach women, take risks, lose, maybe on the chance of acquiring a female date. Or I don't know, maybe he's gay. I don't know what the hell he is, but, you know, just no accountability. He blames everything outside of himself. No ownership. The reason he can't get pussy is because of the internet, because of social media, because cameras. Somebody will take a picture of him approaching a female, so he can't approach women. That's just so hard for this guy.
I think there's a deep thing where we as a society have not dealt with the fact that we have to steward technology responsibly. We have treated technology as a Wild West. Absolutely. Just everyone can do whatever they want. You know, just sell.
Imagine being this retarded white man just saying, absolutely, absolutely, yeah, you're so right. Wild West of technology.
All of our younger generation's dating lives to corporations for profit. And who pays the cost for this? Who has liability? For every person who doesn't find the love of their life because the whole dating market's fucked up, who pays for this? No one. There's no...
Someone needs to be held accountable because the dating market's fucked up and I can't get a woman. What? 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 I need reparations from corporations right now, damn it. They ruined my ability to date and find women. Holy shit. This guy's batshit crazy. How did he get invited? Who is this guy? How did he get invited to a table?
Responsibility is...
So research shows that fertility it's several things. It is technology. It's also the economy, so it's a lot more expensive. To some extent, it's also...
Oh, like I said, the economy. Oh, it's just more expensive to have kids.
Women getting more into education, which is a good thing.
Oh, and women are getting more educated, which is a good thing. What kind of education are these? Nobody explains why education is good. What the fuck is it for? You know what I mean? They just want to, they look at your brain like it's an empty vat and they pour ideas inside of it. And then once it's full of their own thoughts, and then they close it and say, doesn't that feel better? You're filled with education. Women need to be educated. Think about how dumb they would be. You know how awful it is walking around the world without knowing about colonizing and slavery, and there's just so many things you need to know about. You need to be educated, honestly. Being educated now is one of the scariest things in the world, where someone looks at you and like, oh, you need educated. Open your brain. Let me pour these thoughts inside of you. You can't have your own thoughts.
It's also pollution. So sperm count.
Oh, pollution. The reason men aren't having babies and women aren't having babies and men are involved in that, of course, is because of pollution. Oh, yeah, pollution. You mean microplastics? They're going to talk about the air or whatever, but the fact is, probably microplastics are a big thing.
Have dropped 50%. They have halved over the past few decades, and we think it's because of industrial pollution. So all of this...
And we think it's because of industrial pollution, not because you used to put Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Sprite into a glass bottle. Then last few decades, what'd you fuckers do? You put it into plastic. You put everything into plastic. You turned our metal dishwasher that was almost entirely made of metal and metal byproducts into plastic trash, and plastics everywhere. They're like, what the fuck? These people are so retarded. God, I'm so thankful they're here to educate us, though, because I'd be a fucking dummy without their education. I'd have my own thoughts, maybe. And the last thing they want you to do is to educate yourself. That's the scariest thing in the world is educating yourself, because you're not, you know what you are? You're a dumb human. If you are left to your own devices to educate yourself, oh, that's a bad idea. You'll learn things you shouldn't be learning. You'll learn some bad stuff if you educate yourself.
Goes back to the economic system. That's why we keep creating these dopamine loops in our technology. Instead of connecting one another, you can get a lot more by making the suggestion of connection, and then people keep coming back. And simulacrum is a lot more profitable.
Fuck you, TikTok, bastards. Oh, man. Do your own research. I had a clip about that. Did I lose the clip? The clip gone? Did I find the clip? I found the clip to make my point. Now I can make my point. Here's the clip. Got it locked and loaded, ready to talk about it. Maybe I shouldn't monologue, but that's the one thing they don't want you to do, is to educate yourself. They don't. Well, it's a problem. And they realize I don't know how long they've known that people who educate themselves creates bad results in their point of view, but they really learned that during the pandemic. You know what I mean? The pandemic is where they just came out full stop saying
clowns, idiots who think that they can do their own research. Don't do any of your own research.
Doing your own research is associated with conspiracy theory circles.
This go it alone approach, doing your own research, that can have serious consequences.
You should get prison time for even questioning the vaccines.
Can we all stop saying, I need to do my own research?
That phrase, do your own research, 4 words. 4 little words that are hurting America.
Doing your own research hurts America.
Everybody has a supercomputer in their hand that empowers them to do their own research, and that's the problem.
You must not do your own research.
I need to do my own research.
I don't understand what that means. I'm doing my own research.
You can't do your own research unless you're a scientist. Do your own research.
Maybe you've told yourself you're playing it safe, you just want to wait and see since this is a new vaccine. No.
Roll the up and get the vaccine.
Unvaccinated people spread the virus.
It's a vaccine, you dope.
Don't be a get yourself vaccinated. That's just all there is to it. There's no excuse. No excuse for being unvaccinated.
There's no rational and no emotional argument that adds up against getting your damn shot. There just isn't.
We want to make sure that people can discern the truth from the misinformation. And we want to make sure that everyone understands that no one's safe till everyone's safe.
No one is safe.
No one is safe.
No one is safe. No one is safe.
No one is safe.
Nobody's safe.
No one is safe. Nobody is safe.
This is a post 9/11 axiom. Safer, but not yet safe.
No one is safe. No one is safe. No one is safe. No one is safe.
Yeah, I get it. Anyways, don't do your own research, but you need educated. And they have the keys to education. They're in charge, dude. Don't do your own research. Don't think for yourself. Yeah, you need to be told what to think. I love this world. It's a great world. It's a beautiful world. Shout out to the chat. How are you guys doing today, by the way? Happy Valentine's Day. Operation Warp Speed at work. That's right. I was thinking about that earlier. Was it today? I was thinking about Operation Warp Speed. It just came across my mind. A lot of people are mad at Donald Trump for that. I was like, well, he got lied to. I don't know if he got lied to, but I think he did. But then he still likes the idea of it. So I'm so confused by that. confused by all of the Operation Warp Speed, the lies. So many lies they tell us, dude. Too many. Studies say your research sucks balls. That's right. What's up, Melaforta Masai? That's your name. What's up, Metal Stalfos? Chris Lestrange. Good to see everybody here. What am I hearing? Who gives a shit? Do the show. Oh. People are playing outside. That sounds like fun. So anyways, total train of thought off the rails. Anyways, NASDAQ. What did you say? NASDAQ was great. The NASDAQ was great. Yeah. Operation Warp Speed. I don't know where to go from here. Those are my clips, dude. Those are my clips. What? I'm in an hour? Oh no, that's why I feel time is I could only do a stream for about an hour, maybe 2 hours at most. And then what else do I got? Conspiracy. I have this conspiracy guy. I just look at him like, ooh. It's, you know, I think of myself as I love conspiracies. I mean, there was a time where I really, really enjoyed them. I don't know why people find conspiracies appealing or how they get into them. Of course, there's lots of reasons why. But you want to find out about the world. You know, what is this hidden stuff? What are they hiding from us? Who's in charge? Who's in charge of the damn world? The people get stopped. Where do they stop at? Jews. They'll say the Jews run the world. And I never was satisfied with that answer. Never. Never made sense to me just to be like, oh, it's so simple, dude. The Jews, of course. I think it's more than that. I think it's demonic entities, evil spirits, evil doers. I think there's absolutely a spiritual component to how the world works. And that, you know, Jews are more like a puppet than anything else that demons prefer to use from time to time. So, you know, I think people who run the world, it could be Chinese people. There's probably a couple Chinese people, probably a couple white people, maybe one black person for representation. The one black guy at the table of elites. They're like, well, I don't know, DEI made it all the way to the top, so we brought you here. Normally, black people weren't allowed to rule the world and to destroy it, but DEI made it to the top. Maybe there's 2 black people there. Who else would be at the people who run the world? Jews, Chinamen, maybe a Japan man, a couple Europeans, a couple Americans. I don't know. One black guy, maybe one Mexican. How many? I don't know. I think that's all they would need. What do you guys think? Anyways, conspiracy theories, dude. This guy, he's big into conspiracy theories. He's somehow figured something out. And I personally don't enjoy his aesthetics. I understand that's a preference thing. But you know, they're always going to bring you something terrifying. That's what they promised. This guy somehow solves something. He's a problem solver. He's a pattern noticer. He notices patterns. And he's going to tell us about this. I didn't watch this beforehand. I don't know if it sucks. It might suck. It's pretty long, 12 minutes.
I shouldn't even make this video. This one's going to get me in trouble.
I should have baked this video. Fucking pussy. This video is going to get me in trouble. I don't believe this. How many Alex Jones shows does he watch, you know? I shouldn't make this video. This one's going to get me in trouble. Then you ain't about it, boss. You really ain't about this conspiracy stuff. I think he's a bullshit artist. Shouldn't make this video. It's going to get me in trouble.
And I apologize because I'm probably going to make a lot of you guys really uncomfortable.
You make me uncomfortable. Please don't. What the hell?
But I think I've uncovered something that's so dark and so demonic, and it's been hidden right in front of our eyes this entire time. But because of the walls and layers of propaganda and our corrupted education system, we couldn't see it. It's almost like it's been deleted from history. But we're about to unpack the truth. So if you'll give me about 10 minutes of your time, I need to start with the education system.
Oh, yeah, you're going to tell me the education system's fucked? I already knew that, buddy. He's so behind. Maybe he's got a larger thing he's building towards, but yeah, the educational system's absolutely trash from start to, from the beginning to the end. I hate it. Go ahead, tell me how it's trash.
And then I'm going to show you how there is a group of individuals that every year they perform satanic ritual sacrifices, which involve sacrificing our little ones to Moloch.
I don't know how you feel like this guy discovered this information. This is basic conspiracy. People have thought this for a while now. He's so behind, in my point of view. But whatever, dude. Apparently he's going to get in trouble for sharing this information. I really don't. When you've listened to as many conspiracies as I have, which is too many, makes you retarded. It sucks when you hear other people try to tell you what you've already heard. Like, oh, I don't want to hear this shit again, or don't want to go through this. But whatever, man. For the audience, maybe you guys will be entertained by this. This guy doesn't realize he's the problem. Yeah, he is a problem. I'm good at patterns. When my stomach hurts, I need to poop. Yeah, that's a good pattern. Pattern recognition right there. David James says, I bought Japanese and South Korean funeral stocks. Their demographics are completely screwed. That's actually crazy to buy those stocks. Brilliant, though. Holy shit. Buying Japanese and Korean funeral stocks. Wow. Smart. That's like a 200 IQ move. Holy shit.
Before we dive into it, I just want to leave a little bit of breadcrumbs here. There's been a group of individuals who have been kicked out of 109 nations over 1,111 times. But yet we know nothing about it in history. In order to unpack...
Is he saying Jews? Is he talking about the Jews again?
...this and see what has been hidden right in plain sight in front of us this entire time, we need to start with how the Rothschilds took over the education system.
Yes.
Because in order to control...
How's this guy... What the fuck, dude? This guy's such a grifter, fucking liar. I can't believe he started the stream with, oh, I don't know if I should share this. This is going to get me in trouble. Then he just starts regurgitating. I don't know how many videos there are about Rothschilds taking over the educational system and this and that. Dude, it's been talked about plenty. Coming over here telling us like you figured something out. I don't get it.
This and carry this out, you would have to control the books. You would have to control the flow of information. And you would have to be able to write history.
Yes.
Check this video out.
So this...
Oh, it's screaming right in my ears. Oh, that was awful. Sorry about that. That hurt me as bad as it hurt you. Holy shit. And then he goes, this guy made this video. Anyways, forget about retaining any information. Here's some retard. He's got books. He's going to tell you about the Rockefellers. Oh, this video sucks. Man, here's the Rockefellers, Jews. I don't know what the fuck this shit's about. Sucks. Sorry I made you guys even sit through that. I ain't got patience for that kind of shit. God, that's awful. I saved that because I don't like that guy and the way he presents information. I just don't like it. For whatever reason. I'm sure he's a nice guy. What else do we got? I don't know, man. I'm out of content, to be honest with you. What is this? Michael Moore says Jews should stop attacking Palestinians because the real enemy is white Christians. Oh, man. My content sucks, dude. I don't doom scroll enough anymore. And my shows severely reflect that. It's bad, dude. I need to spend more time on my phone. Oh, got like 4 clips. I don't doom scroll as much as I used to, so I don't save things anymore. So that's good for me, I guess. It's good for me. Bad for my show. I don't have content to react to. And when I run out of things to say, the show's over. Maybe just end it. Could do crowd work though. I can't sit through that 12 minutes conspiracy bullshit. I just can't do it. It's not in me. Why he whispers, maybe his mom told him he'd stop making TikTok videos. He's going to solve the world's problems, these conspiracy theories. I like conspiracy theories on some level. I get why people get into them on some basic level. You're going to solve some shit, figure out who done it, Scooby-Doo style, put the pieces of the puzzle together. But then it comes to Jews, and then everyone's an anti-Semite. And I don't think it's explicitly the Jews, like I said. I think there's some demonic forces involved. Unfortunately, our adversaries on this realm are not entirely physical. They're bastard demons who influence other humans to do their deeds. And then we hate other humans for that. That's just how I see the world. But that'd suck for me if there were no demons. And it really was just humans. And most of the humans were just Jews. And it was very simple. But I don't think it's that simple. I think spirituality is definitely a part of this. I think there's some evil entity that likes to see humanity suffer. And it's more than just people. For sure. Saw that clip on Sav's show last night. Really? He played it for you? Not surprised by that. There's just some people who just buy up that conspiracy slop. I don't know. They've figured out that they've solved the puzzle. They've figured it out, dude. People figured out everything. It's a real ego trip when you think you figured out the world. The ego trip flat earthers are on. And even the people who are globe earthers, like the science part of it, when people have figured out science, they look at other people like you're a retard, and flat earthers look at other people like you're a retard. Like I said, know-it-alls. There's a real problem with know-it-alls. Everyone's a fucking know-it-all all the time. And I want to go back to the time where people were just fine not knowing shit. Now everyone needs to know things all the time, and I don't like it. They need to know everything, what's happening. Oh, it's disgusting. It's nasty. It's nasty, people who want to know everything. But I think it's human nature, you know, curiosity. People want to fill their brain with shit. They can't just be content, you know. Like, life's a mystery. Just fucking enjoy it. Shit. It is what it is. What's up, Susan? I almost cut my finger bad cutting an onion, but I didn't. Dude, that's... You never want to cut your finger. You never want to do that. It's almost become like a gossip network. All of these know-it-alls. Yeah. It's crazy. And then they hold it against you. You don't know that? Fuck, why do I want to know all this shit? Do you know about the things they're doing in the Epstein files? Like, fuck, I don't really want to know about all this shit. Dude, ignorance is fine sometimes. I don't need to be consumed with the atrocities of the fucking world and all the things in it. But you need to know they're hurting children. They're doing terrible things. Okay, now I know. Then what? Bastards have been doing this for millennia. Then Christ came along and put a stop to that shit. But now, you know, that is crazy. Like, that's what saved Rome. Rome was a bunch of pagan, demonic people with their evil predilections. Christ came along, changed the world, saved the world in a lot of ways, dude. I love Jesus Christ. What a good guy. And now the Western world's turned their back on him. And it's disgusting to see, you know, what kind of the fall of the West because they turned their back on Jesus Christ. And then they cloak a lot of their bullshit in Christianity too. I can't stand that shit. Jesus was a refugee. Ugh. What would Jesus do? Hate that shit. Anyways. Sitting here in T-Rex position, healing from a major surgery. Damn. I tuned in. You played the clips, not me. Just engage and get. No, I appreciate it. I'm not upset at you at all. I'm just talking about conspiracy theories before that. And yeah, you're great somewhere in time. Sorry if I came off antagonistic towards you. Didn't mean that at all. You're a wonderful person. Feel bad that you're. Well, feel good that you're recovering from your surgery. I can come off antagonistic at times. Apologies. I was going to do a show for 2 hours, but I'm starting to realize I don't have it in me, dude. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Amen. Well said. What else is there? Good thing you're a doctor, though, John. John's a doctor? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I should know that. He's got a PhD on his name, damn it. Bro, people want to know everything about shit they can't do anything about, while they know makes them hate the world, so that what they end up knowing is they no longer enjoy their lives. Yeah, well said, Chris Lestrange. It's crazy. I think that's all part of the system, too. Damn, these psychologists who created these machines and just toy with us like rats in a cage, those bastards. There's, you know, the evil scientist trope, there's really something to that. They do have a bunch of evil scientists out there somewhere in a lab. Most of them probably autistic as fuck. Sitting away at a computer, creating algorithms. Now they've got their AI demon working away so they can unleash that beast on us. I was telling my kid, you know, how the world they're going to grow up in is different than the world I grew up in, where humans competed with humans for almost a lot throughout humanity. Of course, like they made inventions that you can't, the cotton gin, you can't compete against the cotton gin or whatever, or the printing press. And so some humans lost their jobs. But humans for most of, I think of all time, for forever, have always competed against other humans. Now humans got to compete against robots? I hate that shit. You know what I mean? I just don't like computers. I don't like AI. I don't like this world we're going towards in some sense, where people deify these things too. Like, well, you're going to love it. You're going to bring in a robot. It's going to do your laundry. You could send it to go get groceries. Motherfucker, I like going to get groceries. You know what I mean? When people DoorDash, I don't understand people DoorDash. I like going to get the food myself, first of all. I like going out of the house. I like doing things, you know? They create this world where of non-humans that compete with us for fucking everything. And nobody signed up for this shit. And nobody signed up for these immigrants they brought into our country, illegal immigrants. Legal ones are just fine. Fucking illegal immigrants. Nobody signed off on bringing all the Somalis to our country. And technology, nobody's signing off on this shit. And I don't like it, Dad. But there's nothing I can do about it. The world moves forward and you just go right along with it. And I just stand here and voice my opinion. I don't like it. Other people, but you will like it, sir. Sir, you will enjoy when you get a robot in your house. The reality is, can't afford the robot. Eventually, they'll be affordable for everyone. Everyone will get their own personal robot. Like, I fucking wouldn't want that. What the hell? Gorilla Biscuits, $5. Thank you. Holy shit, that's very kind. Wow, wow.
Hey!
Oh, not that soundbite. This
Let's
soundbite.
get this money.
There we go. And let's give you a big ol'
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, very kind, very generous. Threw me off of whatever the hell I was talking about. Nice. Thank you. That's very kind of you. But yeah, I don't like robots. I don't like the fact that raising children and, you know, they're going to have to compete against a robot on some level. And maybe the robots will just take away the whole area of competition too on some level. Like, you know, I'd like it if I don't want my kids to drive excavators, right? But maybe if they wanted to, that'd be nice. But I think excavators will be robotic. There'll be a robot in 20 years. I think these damn robots are taking all the jobs. The one job I do want a robot to take is a doctor, though. I'll tell you that much, dude. I want some precise surgeon. I don't want some Gen Alpha, Gen Z brain-rotted kid hovering over my, you know, geriatric corpse as I'm getting a fucking stint or whatever. Whatever surgery I might need as a geriatric person. I'd prefer if a robot did that. There's some things I'm like, yeah, well, I'll take a robot. I'll take a very precise, emotionless thing. But maybe it'd be better to have a human to do that stuff. Because the human, I don't know, maybe not, though. Give or take. If the human finds out what political leanings you have, fuck, you're dead. Sorry, just couldn't do the surgery. It just came out bad. Yeah, give me a robot for that. Very nice of you. Again, Gorilla Biscuits, appreciate that. It's all demonic. They tried to turn people into machines. Didn't work. Now trying to turn machines into humans. And that doesn't work. Merge machines and humans, so no more humans. It won't work, though. And I saw a clip, too, of Elon Musk saying, you know, once we get Neuralink, he was talking shit on language. Like, language is, I should find the clip. Because I'm going to bastardize him talking about it. I don't know if I can find it. Ah, here it is. I don't like that Elon Musk guy. Elon Musk. Not sure about him.
Yeah, make noises.
Dude, why is everything so loud to me? Sorry if it's loud to you too. Maybe my headphones are turned up. It scares the shit out of me.
Exactly. So when you, like, what happens when like, let's say you've got some complex idea that you're trying to convey to somebody else, and how do you do that? Well, your brain spends a lot of effort compressing a complex concept into words, and there's a lot of loss, information loss that occurs when compressing a complex concept into words. And then you say those words are then interpreted, then they're decompressed by the person who is listening, and they will at best get a very incomplete understanding of what you're trying to convey. It's very difficult to convey a complex concept with precision because you've got compression, decompression. You may not even have heard all the words correctly, and so communication is difficult. You know, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
And so essentially what Elon Musk wants to do is to take away human speech. Just give you a Neuralink, put a Neuralink in everyone else's brain, and then you won't have to talk. Like this idea of not, like, you know, looking at humans like God made a problem. You know, like, oh, what is, like the ego this guy has. Like, oh, God made a mistake here. Humans can't process complex ideas very well, so I'm gonna stick this machine into a brain so humans don't have to talk. They could just send their thoughts, their complete thoughts, to other people. Like, this shit's demonic. I don't like the idea of also, you know, looking at humans as there's all these problems and science needs to solve them. You know. I don't like that shit. I don't like how he looks at us. That's how I think how all the elites look at people. And I think language is beautiful, you know, and miscommunication is important, right? All these human things. What does it mean to be human? People prefer technology over humanity, and it's every day more and more and more. People prefer technology over humanity. People lose their humanity. They have preference to technology, and it's sickening, dude. Don't like it. Progress, dude. Don't you guys like progress? Leave no programming up to interpretation. Yeah. God, that's wild. Elon is a Trojan horse, for sure. But people, I don't know, man. I think people are losing their humanity intentionally by the powers that be, dude. These demonic bastards. It is what it is, though. And I like people who prefer human interactions. And you meet those people, I mean, there's not a lot of them anymore. I think they're few and far in between. Like natural, I call them organic humans who aren't consumed by technology. You go out in public, dude, it's hard to see them, you know. Not a lot. And I just feel like everyone's consumed by their phones, consumed and lost. God forbid you go to some of these people's houses. The first thing they do is turn on the fucking TV. Zombie out. Kid goes to a computer, tablet, plays video games. No more human interactions, dude. Why even have human interactions? They don't work. I don't know. I'm not like a Luddite or anything, you know. I think technology it's a great tool. But people, like, you're going to come to find out that no one remembers how to be human anymore. What does it mean? And that's when you're most programmable, too, right? Everyone's forgotten how to be a decent human being, and then they just program you. You need education. You need to be educated. We got the perfect system for you. Send your kid to public school, and then you could watch our indoctrination programming, our Goy slop, go to Netflix, go to HBO. Well, it's all the same shit. Then we'll tell you how to think, because you really can't be left to your own devices to develop your own thoughts and think critically. God, they just really do look at us like dumb vessels that need to be filled with ideas. Pisses me off. No Wi-Fi, computer, TV, and Alexa will never be my roommate. Oh, God bless you. Somewhere in time, you get it. Shout out to normal human interaction, Steven. God damn, you get it. God bless you, sir. Hopefully you're having a good time. Being a human, man. Interacting with people. You know, I don't know. Fuck those demons. It's like, oh, my anger. Authentic human connection is cheapened and disconnected via the internet. Absolutely. It's awful. And, you know, I could rant about the public education system forever. And its incompleteness. And there's just this underlying, and I don't quite understand, there's this underlying drive to push humanity to be addicted to screens at all times. At all times, dude. And I remember the 90s a little bit, dude. I remember nobody needed them. Now everyone needs it. Like, fuck. People talk shit. Look, 90s propaganda, someone shared I watched it, and it's like, yeah, 90s propaganda sucked. Okay, what was great about the 90s and the 80s was specifically the humans. The human interactions were so real. They were so authentic. They were raw. And you don't get that shit anymore. You don't get the 90s human interaction. You get filtered bullshit. 1 second, I'll be with you. I'm on my phone. Then they're with you. And they're back on their phone. They're back on a screen. They're looking at something. God, I hate that. It's nuts. But point being, though, like in school, they drive these kids' ideas towards like the Chromebook. They're driving everyone towards AI. Like, this is the thing that's going to help you. You need to know. There's so many things you need to know about. Fuck. What shit do we need to know about? This idea humans need to know. They need to be educated. They need to learn. You need to learn. You need to learn things. If you had free time, that's very bad. You can't have free time as a human. So your time needs to always be occupied with a screen, endless entertainment. God. Can't get it back, though. Can't get the 90s. Can't get that human-to-human interaction back, dude. Gone forever. I'm sure there's some communes or some cult-like enterprises, too. They're like, we don't do... That's the scariest part, too. You meet a community, and they're like, we don't do screens here. No TVs, no nothing. You're like, ugh, something seems off. Something seems off. What are you guys saying, dude? Pigs Fly, you just added more. I get it. Is there somebody in my chat named Pigs Fly? Telepathy. Oh, there's a Pigs Fly guy. Anyways. Sure, there's a lot to appreciate as the world changes, I suppose. Conveniences. What is the convenience things, though? You know, faster download rates. You download a video game in 5 minutes. Fuck. Super convenient. Pizza still, you know what? All this technology, pizza still takes the same fucking time to cook. I don't get it. Maybe not, though. Maybe they got the air fryers. Air fryers might be faster cooking. But I don't trust air fryers. I'll tell you that right now, dude. Something about them. I think the air fryers are demonic. Somebody tried to give me one for Christmas. I'm like, no, I don't want that shit. I prefer the oven. The oven sucks too, but it's just what I know, man. I think there's something not right about air fryers. I can't put my finger on it, but it's made in China. I don't trust it. Fuck. If it's made in America, I might. But I don't know, man. Air fryers, people, they'll change your life. Get an air fryer. Look, I don't take takeout home and put it in the fridge to eat it later, right? When I go out to eat, I eat what I buy. Some people fill their fridges with takeout. To each their own. But I don't want to heat up a damn chicken finger from the night or 2 nights before. It's just as crispy. That ain't my life, dog. Not heating up food. I'm not a guy who heats up old food. I don't do that. Never have been that guy, man. Never been a person who heats up old food. That's a whole different group. That's a whole different class of human. Heats up old food. I'll make new food. I like fresh food. I don't like heating up old food. Unless I made the food. If I made some pasta and I put some love into that, I'll reheat that son of a bitch. That's about it, though. You know what I mean? That's about it when it comes to me and reheating food. That's my limit. That's my limit right there. I don't eat to live. I live to eat. You get it. Good to see you, Insane Wills. No politician, lawyer, judge, or priest will ever deceive you again with telepathy. Telepathy is true freedom from lies and deception. Oh, that's crazy. Interesting. Interesting, Pigs Fly. Huh. Interesting take. Not saying you're wrong. I think humans actually have that telepathy, by the way. I don't think we need a programmed chip inside of us. I think raw humans can tell deception easily. You know what I mean? I know when a politician fucking lies. I don't need a chip in my brain. I know when I look at Erica Kirk, there's something wrong there. You know what I mean? I got God's telepathy. I think we all have it. Some people not as good as others. But I can tell a lie. I can tell a cheat. I can tell someone's soul's not good. I can see that shit. You know, I think all humans have that ability, and then they've numbed that out of us. And a lot of people, you know, that part of them has been numbed to extinction. Or they could be lying right to your face. That's a problem. The things you're talking about, Pigs Fly, God gave us that. God gave us that. And these demonic forces are frying our brains with computers so we can't really tell anymore. We can't tell when someone's lying to us. I've always been able to tell a lie, a cheat, and a steal. I think most people can too. You know, people think they're clever too. The worst part is like clever liars. Like they're never as clever as they think, dude. I think we know that as humans. But I think you're right, Pigs Fly. I think if you did have true telepathy, it'd be even more impossible. And to your point, I think you're right on a lot of levels. But, you know, I think God gave us those gifts. They've been taken away from us. I was reading some Jewish propaganda to my kids, the Bernstein Bears. I don't even know if they're Jewish. I'll have to look up early life history on that. And I was going to tell this monologue in relation to the local news I shared earlier today about the creeper in West Valley City people have known that he's been preying on children for years, apparently. I was reading my Bernstein Bears book about strangers. It's a good book, like teaching them core values and stay away from strangers. And I think more people would, I don't know how, like people, like stranger danger is not being taught. Don't accept gifts from anybody. It's just a weird thing when people give you gifts. Kids can't blame kids for that. It's crazy. But what are you guys saying in chat? I felt the blade graze my finger and I thought it was cut for sure, but it was fine. I'm lucky like that. Damn. You take the coof shots? Me? No fucking way. Never. And I knew that shit was bullshit from the jump, sir. Did I take the coof shots? No fucking chance. No fucking chance I took that shit. You kidding me? Good sir. I could tell that lie a mile away. You kidding me? You think I fucking listen to the government, dude? Holy shit. When all these you think I'm a guy who listens to government corporations? No, dude, never. The only time I'm going to believe these fuckers is when they tell me a rock's hurtling through space and is going to hit Earth and we got two days to live. I'll believe them. Otherwise, I don't trust a fucking word these guys say. Like then when they lied about the Epstein files, I knew they were fucking lying. What'd that Kash Patel guy say? We don't have any credible evidence, blah, blah, blah. Fucking liars. Oh, pisses me off. How do these people get in positions of power? It's like, what is that? It comes down to Plato. Plato's lie. He's got his fucking lie. I can't remember the philosophical principle. Damn, I wish I could remember it so I could sound smart. What is it called? Someone's smart in my chat. They could tell you. What is the Plato's lies? Whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Lost my train of thought. Got 20 minutes left. The monologue. I should just do reaction content, man. So much easier. Plato's Cave. No, it's not Plato's Cave. It has to do with the lie is like telling people there's silver in your chest, there's gold in your chest, and there's bronze in your chest. And that's, something along those lines. Keeps society at equilibrium. So you tell, I can't tell you at all really about it. Forgot about it, dude. But that's essentially the lie. As people are told what their value is. And it keeps society at a stable place. If you're a poor farmer, it's because you have bronze in your chest, and that's never going to change. So don't try to be silver. Don't try to be gold. You are what you are. And that'll never change. That'll never change. Don't try to rise to be a politician. You got bronze in you. And you dig in dirt. You don't belong up here with the gold-hearted people. I love the fact that I could learn something new about Plato from you, Samsara. It's like it's about the lie. No. I should look it up. Misinformation in my chat. Plato. I could be wrong about it. Is it Plato? Metal and people's body. It's called The Noble Lie. The Noble Lie. The Noble Lie. Plato. A noble lie. A noble lie is a myth, untruth, or deception propagated by leaders or elites to maintain social harmony, order, and unity for the greater good, originating in Plato's Republic. This concept suggests that a foundational fiction, such as the myth of the metals, can motivate citizens to accept their societal roles and duties, fostering loyalty to the state. I learned that in college. What a waste of time. Could have just watched a YouTube video and figured that out. But maybe I retained it better because I had to sit in a class and get lectured to. But I didn't remember it too well, obviously. It's called The Noble Lie, dummy. Should have remembered that. What was I even talking about, dude? Should do reaction content, Dad. Where are we at? Time. Provo, are you a clone? Don't lie. I can tell if you lie. Not a clone. Good question, though. Appreciate that. What's Eric Watson? Samsara, you talking Hindu woo-woo? You a clone? No. It's like synths. Would they know? Grok. Grok, what's a myth? No, I didn't ask Grok that. I just did the old Google search. Did that. Grok. I was thinking about strangers in general, too, and how they fill a country with strangers. Everyone's a stranger now. There's no unity. And everyone's a fucking stranger in this country. And then they tell the American-born people essentially like you should hate your country. That's what happened to me. I'm like, fuck the FBI, fuck the government. I hate this piece of shit place. And they instill this like strong dislike for the government. I think that's accomplished something. I don't trust the government because they killed our own people for lies. Like the Vietnam War. Once I found out they fucking lied about that, I was like, oh, it's over. You sent, thousands of 18-year-old, young men to go die on a hill for fucking nothing. Oh, I'll never trust you bastards again, dude. That could have been me. Bastards. They make you dislike your country, you know what I mean? They tell you all the reasons to dislike it. Then you have no loyalty to your country. Then they fill your country with strangers. And then you're like, well, I want my country back. I like it somewhat. Oh, the destabilizing of America is iconic, dude. Something to witness. Best time to be alive, really. Best time to be alive. Watching it all calm down. But yeah, they fill our country with strangers. They make you hate it. I tell you all the reasons not to like it. And then they keep doing shit too. They keep doing things. Those bastards. Anyways. Chat slowed down. They're like, dude, end the show already. What are you... I'm ending the show at 2 hours, okay? And I'm not reacting to content, so I'm stuck with my own thoughts. That's where I'm at. Not reacting to content. Provo, Swisher or backwards? I always smoke Swishers. If you had to choose. I know, but if you had to choose. Swishers. Of course. Name them. Are you talking about the Jews, Eric Watson? Is that what name them means? I don't know that. I don't know the name them thing. Am I educated? I missed this, Eric Watson. Name them. Thoughts on Jews? The synagogue of Satan. That's what I think about them. The powers that be. I don't like, I think like Israel is probably filled with some demonic entity that has a power that can destroy the whole world, essentially. They capitulate America to do their will because they'll say, we'll just fucking nuke the whole thing. Don't like Israel too much, buddy. If that's what you're asking. But I'm pro-Jew in some other ways, I think there's just regular Jewish people who have nothing to do with that shit, are just fine people. But I don't know any Jews. But I'm sure there's just regular Jewish people that are great on some level. Shout out to the Rothschild dynasty. Eric, don't be shy. Yeah, you got 14 questions. Okay, what's the next question, dude? I got time. I got 12 minutes, so I ran out of thoughts and things to monologue about. I don't know why I want to stream for 2 hours. I should ask myself that question. It's like just a nice ending spot, 2 hours. So elite just means traders. So elite just means traders. Many such cases. I think, I don't know, man. So elite just means traders. I think I have a hard time grappling what you're saying. There's no question mark. But no, I don't trust the elites. I'm sure there's some good people out there, but I think the good people out there who are quote unquote elites, they stay the fuck out of it. Why would you want to get involved in politics or bring your family into that shit? The wealthy elite, the good people, I think they just stand on the sidelines and then throw money at people like it's a racing, they're racing horses. And they bet on people who maybe align with their values as much as they can. But the good people, the real good people, they don't get involved in politics at all. Why would they, man? I went to synagogue when I was young. I got a yarmulke with a palm tree beach scene printed on it. Then we had lunch. That sounds like a good time, John Castle. So that's the PhD. Eric Watson. Thanks for being here, Eric. Appreciate you. I don't have any questions for you though. So if you have any more, I don't know. Was that so? Elite just means sure in many such cases. It was fine. I went to synagogue when I was young. Post-horned dreidel. People say Mormons have horns. That used to be like a myth. You know, those Mormons, they got horns. They're devils. Little did I know, dude. Power moves. It is an actual force that shifts making nations great and others not for a while. They rise and fall like waves in the ocean. Nobody ever will take it all. I think you're right, pigs. Agreed. Pigs fly. I agreed. Yeah. What's up, Octavian? Good to see you. Sorry for not having more content, guys. Sorry for running out of thoughts. But just what happens. I was gonna rip on this person, but no need. Too late. To be fair, I didn't see any eggs or anything when I was there. Damn. Eggs. Saw something about eggs the other day. About how some eggs are bad for you, some eggs are good for you. I was like, holy shit. The egg enterprise, dude, they're killing us through eggs by what they... And I should know this, dude. When I think about conspiracies and shit, just like what they feed animals, that's a whole conspiracy I've talked about before, but the micro poisoning of humanity through just the nutritional foods that they eat, like eggs. Those bastards, they just feed these chickens slop or whatever and slowly diminishes the nutritional value that eggs potentially have. And then they have the whole eggs people and the not eggs people, dude. You get two camps where some people say eggs are horrible for your health, and you get the other camp full. Eggs are really good. You never know who to believe in this day and age, dude. It's like crazy. I'm like, I don't know. But research says they both got their fucking research. And don't you know that the whole breakfast industry was created by the powers that be? Like, fuck, we're back to that again. Shit. Never ends, dude. Never ends. Don't you know about Kellogg? Dummy. Let me tell you about Kellogg. You need to know, you're a fucking idiot. First of all, Kellogg was an evil person. Bastard. Terrible guy. But pretty smart on some things. Anyways, he wanted to destroy the American culture. I want GM eggs that are my own stem cells. I don't know what that is. Seems like a cool use of horror tech. Could be. Eggs are pure like propane. You guys are great. But yeah, I saw this thing about what they feed eggs. There's good eggs and bad eggs. And then I saw this thing about children's toothpaste, about how they got lead in it, and then all this thing about basically everything in our fucking country, which I already knew, is poisoning us. Pisses me off even more. And I don't know why, like, once they find out that there's arsenic levels and things like Skittles and candy, the school, for public education purposes, once they find out there's no safe amount of fucking Skittles for children because there's arsenic in it, the school should have just rules like no more Skittles, no whatever the fuck, Twizzlers. Not allowed. Not allowed. Fuck Red 40, dude. I hate Red 40. But I had no clue about the arsenic. That grinds my bones. Grinds my gears, whatever. Seems like a cool use of Hortec. I read that, but anyways, kid came home with Skittles the other day. I said, "What the hell's this shit?" Don't they know? Doesn't the teacher know there's arsenic in this? They're poisoning us. God, this is awful. Nothing you could do about it. And then the toothpaste with lead in it. I'm like, holy shit. Got fluoride free. I thought I was good. There's no fluoride in it, but they put lead in it? Bastards. How does lead even get in there? Never-ending battle to keep your body healthy. Constant struggle. Some people just give up the struggle, too. They're like, I'll just, slop. Don't give a shit. You're going to die anyways. What do you care? I'm fighting to stay alive, all right? Can't be feeding them nerds. No, nerds has got the arsenic, too. Got the dang old red 40. Sugar, too. The damn sugar industry. Oh, I hate the big sugar's a real demonic entity, dude. People don't understand. That's where the demons are in this country. They're not always in. They're in the biotech companies, of course. They're in the military industrial complex, of course. But they're also big sugar. These fucking bastards with their addictive properties. And they target the youth and sugar here, sugar there. Awful, awful, awful stuff. Hate them. Then they've, Valentine's Day and Halloween. Trash. Fucking hate big sugar sodas, all this, whatever, man. Big sugar and big bagel. Yeah, these sugar industry, dude, the monsters. Basically, there's no other way to put it, dude. They're monsters, demonic bastards. Don't like them. Trying to kill us slowly. And preferably, they like to kill us slowly and then get us attached into the healthcare system to have some prolonged disability or disease that will require your, financial payments for the rest of your life. Gotta get the insurance. Slow death. That's what these bastards like. They like a slow, painful death on the humans. That's, I hate that. That's the worst. God. That's why Jesus Christ is the way, dude. He lightens the load. Relieves us of these burdens. Sugar is the gateway drug, it is. Big sugar, those bastards. Got 2 minutes left. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. It's been great. Had a fun show. Got to figure out what I'm going to do. Monologues, 2-hour monologues aren't going to work. 2-hour shows, kind of difficult. But I just had fun. I had a little bit of free time today, so I thought, why the hell not? Let me talk about Goy Wars for a minute. Tell everybody things they already know. Give them my take on stuff they already have a take about. I do this for myself. Entertainment. It is what it is. I get free time. I should be doing other things. What kind of hobby is this? You mean you like to go in front of a computer and say stupid shit? Yeah. Why? I don't know. It's kind of fun. Anyways, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Play some music. God bless you all. What's up, Benja? Keep on monologuing in the free world. I will have to. I think I'm giving up reaction content for the most part. I just, I come across things. I like the local news. That's one thing I like, the local news. But in general, I do have like a couple other things I didn't react to, but you know, reactions. React, dude, react. Well, there's enough people reacting to shit. I just need, you know, I need interesting things to happen in my life so I have something to talk about. Holy shit. You know, it's actually good. I prefer if my life was actually mundane the way it is. Just minor things that I could talk about. I very appreciate the mundane level of my life. Don't want things to be crazy. It's good. The mundane world is good. What kind of song do we end on? I got no clue. Most of the music's demonic. There's some Christ-coded music, dude. Even the Christ-coded music, you're like, I don't know about that. You guys can leave now. I'm just looking for a song. I appreciate everybody stopping by. And thank you again, Gorilla Biscuits, for that $5. That was very generous, very kind of you. Does not go by me lightly. I don't even need to play a song. I could just end the show. But and thank you again to, I should give shout outs to everybody. Fixed Flyer, 3,000 years of misery in exchange for a pathetic 1,000-year reign. I read that. And I think you're alluding to something I don't quite understand. Get the Rockefeller music frequency. Oh. Get off the Rockefeller music frequency. I'm trying to find some Christ-like frequency, bud. But yeah, most of it is trash. Most of it is trash. I'm looking for something that's not so Rockefeller trash. Something more Christ-coded. But it's hard, dude. It's hard. The whole world you grew up with is coded. Deprogram. You gotta deprogram yourself. But you're like, I like that music. I like that song. It's a good song. It's demonic. You ever look at the lyrics of that song? It's demonically coded. Look at the lyrics. Read them. You hear music when you look at it like, oof. Ooh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking listening to that devil's music? It's what it was. It's what a lot of it is. Playing on the radio. What's this song? Oh well, who gives a shit? I'll just play this. God bless you all. Thank you. Play the song I requested. Rage Bait Psy War. Play Holy Are You by the Electric Poons. I can't find that right now. I'm about to leave, but I'll add that to my playlist. Play Holy Are You by the Electric Poons. Play it, they say. Play it. All right, jeez. Fuck. Play it, okay, you got me. What's it called? Play Holy. If I can't find it, though, I can't play it, but I'll find it. Some Christ-like music. Holy Are You, the Electric Prunes. God bless you all. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Have a happy Valentine's or whatever. See you next time.
Holy are you, holy are you. There is no God but you. There Lord.